On a late-night patrol, an officer stopped a vehicle driving the wrong way. The driver gave a false name, Jessica Avila Cruz, and claimed to have no identification. She has no license, no ID, and is operating a vehicle. These three conditions alone are independent violations in virtually every state.
So you don't have a driver's license on you, you don't have any type of identification on you, and you're driving a vehicle. Is that correct?
I didn't realize. I ran out the house. It was like a quick decision.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, what's your first name?
Jessica.
And what's your last name?
Avila.
Spell that, please.
C-R-U-Z.
Okay, spell Avila.
A-V... Hold on. A-V...
You don't know how to spell your last name?
No, I'm a little like, what do they call it? Dyslexic, I think. I have to like write it out.
Okay.
Yeah. A-V-A-I-L-A.
And then you said Cruz, spell Cruz.
I already did for you.
Okay, spell it again, please.
You didn't get it?
No, ma'am, that's why I'm asking you to spell it again, please.
I don't know. It went out my brain.
Okay, so you don't know how to spell your name?
No, I did.
Okay, spell it again for me, please.
I can't.
You don't know how to spell your last name?
Nope.
And you don't have any type of identification on you? Okay.
She gives the first name Jessica, but spells it Cereuzeta. Asked to spell Avila, she suggests dyslexia. Asked again to spell Cruz, she cannot, saying the spelling, quote, went out of her brain. Every state criminalizes providing false identifying information to an officer during a lawful detention. Her shifting spellings are circumstantial evidence of a false statement.
Charlie 1 West Palm, actually, can you start me one more unit?
Charlie 16, start that way. With you,
You understand by refusing to provide me your first name and your last name and not having any type of identification while you're driving a vehicle.
I gave it to you verbally.
Nope, I asked you to spell it one more time for me, please.
Though.
Okay, so you don't know how to spell your last name and you don't have any type of identification on you, nothing with your name on it. You don't know your social security, so technically, right now, you're unidentified. And you were driving the wrong way on the road.
Well, yeah, I caught it. Well, because that's weird. You can come this way, and there was no, like...
Right, there's lights literally going right at you.
When you're coming from all the way over there where I was,
do you understand right now? Do you understand right now you're looking at going to jail? Right now you're looking at going to jail. Okay. Okay.
I understand.
Okay, you're refusing to identify yourself. You don't have any
No,
type
I
of ID on
identified
you.
myself.
Nope, I asked you to spell it again because I did not catch it.
Okay.
Because I asked you to spell your last name, Avila. You did not, and you continued to go into the next name.
Very hostile. You having a bad night?
The 1050 I'm on, who's the vehicle registered to?
My sister.
So this would have been a simple warning, but because you refused to provide your first name and your last name, and you don't have any type of identification on you. Yep.
I spelled it the first time.
That's fine. So what's the issue with spelling it again?
I couldn't think of it.
You can't think of your last name. Are you listening
No,
to
I
yourself?
could think. Okay.
Are you listening that you couldn't think of your last name? Yes, I can spell my last name.
Right.
Apparently you can't.
Okay.
I was going to give you a simple warning, a written warning, but I guess this is going to end up going a different way.
Okay. Hey, I got pulled over. I was trying to find the way, like Clematis, but...
When the police pulled you over?
Yeah.
You want me to stay on the phone?
Hold on one sec. Hello? Nah. Alright, we'll see. I'm going. Alright? I love you. Bye.
So, she was going...
I'm Muslim.
Okay.
Just want to let you know.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Could you hold that?
No.
You're going to be arrested for refusing to identify yourself, ma'am.
I identify myself. Okay.
Okay, I requested you to spell your... Nope, you can't go in the car.
I wasn't. I was.
I requested you to spell your first name and last
Obviously, I
name
ain't going to call. You
again.
gonna get me resisting arrest again?
The officer calls for backup and issues a clear pre-arrest advisement, giving the driver a final opportunity to comply. This is standard procedure under Pennsylvania versus Mimms. The driver volunteers she is Muslim. The officer acknowledges it professionally. Such disclosures do not change the legal framework of the stop. The officer announces the arrest. She exits without resistance but states, quote, "You're going to get me arrested again." Under Rhode Island versus Innis, spontaneous statements are admissible in court. A lawful search incident to arrest is conducted under Chimel versus California. No raised voice, no excessive force, no profanity. Her true identity is confirmed as Danielle Corey. Records show a prior August incident for invalid license and refusal to identify.
Let's go. We can go ahead and show this cartoon. Do you have anything on you that's sharp that's going to poke in your kidney? This would have gone completely different.
I gave.
It was just going to be right, and I asked you to spell it again, and you
I
refused.
couldn't think of it. It wasn't a
So you
refusal.
could. That is. You
I
couldn't
spelled
think-
it the first time.
Right,
I
and I
couldn't
asked
think
you,
of it. You
and I
know.
asked you to spell it again, and you refused. But
Okay.
you couldn't think of your last name. That's not an excuse.
You don't need to say no more.
I'm still.
Your name is Danielle Corey, so
Yep,
you are
that's what I just saw.
invalid license, refusal back in August, so that's
She
why.
knew the car was registered.
You said to your sister. So not only you lied to me, gave me a false name, but you also don't have a license.
I'll do the via tow.
Okay, perfect. So I conducted a traffic stop because you were going in the wrong way, correct? You're going in the wrong way of traffic, which is why I pulled you over. Is that correct? Okay, that's fine. You have every single right to do that. And then when I spoke to you, you provided a name, Jessica. Is that correct? Is that the name you provided?
See, the fifth means I ain't speaking,
Okay, that's fine.
especially without an attorney.
Okay, not a problem. All right, we'll get going in a few minutes, okay?
She invokes the Fifth Amendment with, quote, "I ain't speaking." Under Miranda versus Arizona and Berghuis versus Thompkins, this is a clear invocation. The officer immediately replies, quote, "That's fine, we're not attorneys." Textbook response. 3 offenses are supported by probable cause: driving without a license, wrong-way traffic violation, providing false information to law enforcement. The officer receives an A- for a calm tone, called backup, clear advisement, respect for the Fifth Amendment invocation, and minimum force. Textbook measured police work. The driver receives a D. No license, wrong way driving, no ID, and a false name. Credit is owed for physical compliance and a proper Fifth Amendment invocation. But the initial chain of decisions is a near complete failure. Lesson 1, a traffic stop is never just a traffic stop. The moment you give false information, a warning becomes an arrest, and a single citation becomes multiple criminal charges. Lesson 2, your identity will be discovered. Modern databases, license plate readers, and records checks make fake names nearly impossible to sustain. Lying only adds charges to the ones you already face. Lesson 3, know the difference between silence and lies. The Fifth Amendment protects you from self-incrimination, but it does not protect false statements. Saying nothing is legal. Saying something untrue is a crime. Lesson 4, carry your license every single time you drive. Forgetting it converts a warning into a custodial arrest, and no officer has the authority to overlook this once it is known. Lesson 5, a prior record follows you. Officers run names and plates within seconds. Past refusals, invalid licenses, and outstanding issues shape how every future stop will be handled. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Bodycam, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.